Alright, well, we are putting some speakers in the Fairmont. Because right now it's got nothing, with no engine noises happening. And it's insanely boring to drive. So I've got these 3.5 Boss, probably Boss. Chaos Extreme. But see how thin they are? Because on the so this thing doesn't have any door speakers or cutouts for door speakers, and the package tray doesn't have any cutouts either. So all I've got, which I've already got, that one's in there, is 3 spots in the dash. So, which this is one of those. Yeah, that's what we got. So I had some like Kenwoods, and they were too deep because right under this, you can see, whenever I measured it, I think it was like, I don't even remember. I could tell you the measurement, but I'd probably be wrong. Like 1 3/4 inches, I believe, was like right here, roughly. So these are just under that, and they fit. So there's that, and the original 5x7 speaker, which is back there somewhere, right there. So they don't make a 5x7 that will even fit in here. I've tried one of the thinner ones ish, and it's just too big. This is like a 4x6 speaker hole with like a 5x7 mounting style. If you order a 4x6, I want you to mount it out here. And I don't want to cut this. If I was going to do that, I would have just hugged this out and put the 5x7 in. So what I've got is 5 1/4 Kenwood, thin, pretty thin. I'm going to mount like this with, let me get it real quick. I've got this really cheap, it's like $10 to them, adapter for a 5x7 to like a 5 1/4 to 6.5, different sizes. But I think I can trim this a little up here, and it'll go. I'm gonna trim. See the gap I've got up there? I'm going to try to just trim the corners down to slide this up. And then I think it'll get it pretty close to where I can drop the speaker in, and it'll mount up with the holes and not hit too bad. So, yeah. So that was my solution. A way to not cut up the dash and not, I don't know, run some goofy speaker that didn't really mount right. And I thought about just not running one, just running the 2 3.5s, but, and I would have done that if we had like the package tray speakers or door speakers, but here we are. So I'm gonna get these mounted, wired, get that wired, and then start playing with that adapter. So get to it. All right, well, it's a different day, but we've been out here for
open.
About an hour. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so yesterday, after I got done filming what I filmed, I fought this for like an hour because the buttons did not want to stick through far enough to allow this part to turn and allow these to push. So I fought that forever, and then it's sitting a little low, but I don't even care. Who cares? Like, if you're looking in the car at a car show, it looks okay. So just temporarily, hey, she's doing baby shark, actually grandma shark, but temporarily wired the speakers, and I'll just set the dash up here to make sure. Was it sticking up anywhere? And I think all the screw holes are gonna line up pretty good. So peel this off to show you what I did. Oh, there we go. So, hey, yep, leave it alone. Okay, there you go. The garage door is about to shut 18 times. She's hammering the buttons. So this is that adapter I had in there, and I had to cut this because it was, you know, way out here, obviously. So I trimmed that, slid it back. I probably could have trimmed it this way, got a little bit more that way, but it was going to be, I didn't want to take the strength away because it's pretty thin right there. So as you can see, I've only got 3 screws holding it in because I had to just barely trim a little, just like the tiniest spot of the dash out under there for that screw. I didn't want to do both. Stop! There's no need to open the door 47 times. Hey, it's broken. Here, let me take the battery out. No one tell her. Anyway, so I had to cut that little bit out for that screw. So, and then took the old speaker, which I kind of roughly marked. As you can see, I scratched it. And then took the old speaker, set up here, and drilled the holes for the screws.
Yummy.
And then, yep, got this one in, that one in. Wire literally just runs over here and drops down all together right there. All 3. And temporarily had it wired. So I can hear it all. It sounds really good. Thank you. Thank you. Here, you want to turn the radio on? Yep. Watch out. Okay. Turn this sucker on. That annoying buzzer. The thing about it, this thing is pretty slow to load up. Nope. There we go. Radio.
Women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening on.
And this is through the radio inside my garage, so that's why it sounds staticky.
Hey man, thanks for calling so fast. I couldn't get anyone else to pick up.
But we just hooked it to my Bluetooth on my phone. It sounds pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with it. Now I just got to put the dash back together and then wire these up permanently, tuck them up in there, and zip tie them. Oh.
Meow.
Meow. But yeah, just got to put it back together now. So it turned out pretty good. You definitely got to get a really slim mount speaker for right here.
Meow.
Meow. Really slim mount speaker, because if you don't, if it sticks up too high, it will it'll hit the dash pad. Because the 5x7 I tried stuck up probably, I don't know, about twice as much as that. Which granted it wasn't sitting down in the dash all the way, but it hit the dash pad. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's it. I will I'll go give you the part numbers for these speakers that actually fit. And then this part number for that. I got it all off Amazon. It was like, I don't know, 50 bucks for speakers, and you get 2 of these. Obviously 2 of those. And it comes with wire and everything. So here's the Kenwood part number for the 5 1/4 speaker. Here's the Bose, or Boss, whatever. Right there. And here's the adapter. You get 2 of these. This was like $9. There we go. But yeah, I might end up putting the other 5 1/4 in that piece in the center spot of that truck's speaker, because it still has the factory one sitting in there with the wires cut. So might end up doing that because I'm pretty sure all that will work. So yeah, that's it. All right, so I thought I might share real quick roughly what I had to do with this retro sound radio. So the dash here, where the button goes into, I'll just pull it off so you can see it up in there. Maybe not that one. There we go. Hang on. Okay. So that's like recessed like a cone. And that's exactly what it looks like on the back side. It's like a cone, like this. In the same way over here. The problem is that that one is way deeper than that one. So this one is like that deep. That one is like that deep. So you have to like put the brackets real weird on the head unit, in and out wise, to get it somewhat right. And then, so what was happening was, this one is so deep, this wasn't being able, like, when I put this on, the button wouldn't go on all the way. And if you buy one of these, it'll tell you to bolt this to that bracket. It comes with like a nut, 2 nuts on each side. I would take it apart to show you, but it was such a nightmare. I'm not touching it. If it comes back out, it ain't going back in. But anyway, get that back on real quick so I can think. See that? Would never do that. So it tells you the jam nut on each side, but even with that little slim nut, let me show you. That's the washer. So that's the washer. And the nut ain't much thicker than that washer, if I'm being honest. Oh well. So with that on there, that was never sticking through far enough. And I had it all the way out it would go. I called Retro Sound. They were like, well, you know, just play with it some more. That's all we can suggest. So what I ended up doing to get it where it's at now, it still ain't as far out as this one. This one's like perfect. There's a little space in between here. This don't. I didn't even bolt that in there. I let it just dangle in that bracket. That way there was no nut on it. I just slam it all the way. It's literally, you cannot bring it any further this way. And then I bolted it through this side. So there's nothing on the back side holding it. So if you have that problem, that is one way to solve it, because you can't cut that cone piece out, or else you'll have nothing to bolt it to on this side. So I don't know. That's the only thing I can try to help you out with. Here's the difference in them. This side is sitting forward, and then it has like a spacer behind there. They give you the plastic spacers, like right there, to put behind there, and that one. So yeah, cool radio. Do I think it's worth $250? No. But, well, I mean, if you want to keep the factory look, I guess. But I didn't pay for this one. I'm glad I didn't. It came with the car. What I think a man would be better off doing instead of buying one of these, if I'm being honest, you wouldn't have, unless you could hide it somewhere, like a marine little head unit deal that picks up a radio. They have those, and I thought about getting one for the glove box, but I went ahead and tried to fight this, so, which was free. But they have those little, like, marine, you could probably find one on Amazon or something, but it's like a little head unit. It's got Bluetooth, and I even think you can get them with, like, where they pick up radio signal. Like, you can hook it up to the antenna and get radio channels. But if you didn't want to do that, you could also, I was looking, and I was really about to do this, is buy a little $50 Bluetooth with RCA cables coming out of it, and then you just plug that into an amp, and then have an amp running your speakers. So, like a $200 amp, $50 or whatever, I forget how much it was, Bluetooth unit, and you could have it completely hidden and leave the factory radio in there. Key on, Bluetooth thing comes on, turns sub on, everything. So, I don't know. More than one way to skin a cat, but I'm going to tidy up these wires. Actually get them connected, because I just have them tied together, and get them tucked up in there, and then put the dash back together. Alright, well, real quick, I wanted to show, this is how you use heat shrink butt connectors. You know how many times I've had a vehicle, especially, I've seen it on four-wheelers. Four-wheelers are the worst. People add on some light or some winch or anything, and they just, either, my favorite is the wires, wrap them together and tape them with black tape, or what just makes me mad is when, it's one thing to use butt connectors that don't have the heat shrink on them. Just, that's one thing. But to use them with the heat shrink, and you don't heat them up to shrink them, what are you doing? It takes like 5 seconds. Like, go steal your grandma's cigarette lighter and warm them up. Then it helps keep them from pulling apart, like it's gluing them, and weather tight. What are you doing? If you're not heat shrinking your heat shrink butt connectors, or even terminal ends, whatever, you gotta stop. Well, I had to boil the battery, but those belts are pretty flexible. This is it. Weird, just hopping in here and the radio's on. It's usually complete silence. pull her out. Blow all the leaves off of her. Not too bad. And her antenna ain't even slid out. Alright, well. Look at her. We're going for a test drive. Testing out
Testing out the radio.
the radio.
We just went to the park.
New country for Blue Brian. Country song came on 92.5.
We don't have to worry about getting copyright because no one's gonna watch this video.
Oh my gosh.
But made it scared. We're on a private road.
Big dog.
A big dog.
Big dog where?
Yeah,
Oh, there's a
dogs.
big dog over here. Yep. So
Has proven to be
this is just a radio station.
college basketball program with the best NBA value.
What do you think? How's it sound? Decent?
It sounds like my car.
It don't sound that good.
Yeah, it does.
It's definitely,
Big dog.
whenever I just got in it and started up, backed out of the garage, it was weird getting in here and the radio was on.
Yeah.
Because it was literally like turning it all the way off. This is what it was like.
silence.
It's so silent. There's no engine noise. There's no engine noise, so literally just silence while driving. It's okay. We're not taking a picture. Okay, you don't have to be in it. And just silence. So now we can cruise this thing.
Big dog. Big dog.
Yeah,
We'll turn around and go look at him.
Big dog.
Yeah, we'll go look at the big dog.
And now we can cruise this thing. And you're okay. Crashing? Are you crazy?
We're not
We're
crashing.
turning around.
We're not crashing.
I think you're dramatic.
I don't know where she gets that from.
Yeah, I don't know either. Whoa. Torque, that snapped her neck off. You're cute. So, obviously it's going to be a while, but I'm slowly getting parts for what we want this thing to become. So,
The first part is one of my friends'
oh,
husband.
yeah. So, her best friend, would you call JC your best friend?
She is my best friend, yes.
They won't watch this, but that's funny.
Oh.
So, her friend's husband is hooking me up with a 8.8 rear end out of a Fox body. So, 'cause this has a 7.5 in it, and well, they're weak. Granted, this whole car is weak right now, but so.
We'll go back and look at him again.
So I got an 8.8, and we think, Devin thinks, it's a 327 gear, which isn't awful, but isn't, like I could run it if I had to, but 8.8 gears are really cheap, so probably we'll change that to maybe a little bit better. 8.8, and what's real funny is, so we just announced, so the whole reason we have this car is, well, there's another stinky maiden on the way, and there's 4 of us now going to be, and well, 4 of us don't fit in my orange truck, so we had to get something with a back seat. A baby? Yeah.
Baby.
Mama's having a baby. be the family cruiser hot rod. Can do burnouts and be really fun.
I don't know about burnouts, but
Well, not right now. It don't
Granny
even.
Mobile.
Right now, it don't even think about even turning the 14-inch tires that are this wide. So
Let's see how
You're
this
good.
goes.
well, you know, we
I'm looking.
cut it. Oh yeah, you're good.
The back glass is like having a backup.
Yeah, the back glass you can see for days. But I want to be able to hot rod, have fun with the kids, go to Ford Fest, or maybe not, across.
See what you said.
Huh?
I'm gonna bring both of them.
Oh, I really want to bring this and the orange truck to Ford Fest.
So that means me with 2 kids in this.
I would have one, or I could have both. I could drive this and both of them. And then
What you want to do?
I don't care. Or one of us have one and one of us have the other. So the plan is, I also, you don't know this, but what got delivered to the house the other day was I snagged off Marketplace, and the guy shipped them to us, some spindles for the front end to make this thing 5-lug. So I can put, like, I've got those newer Mustang wheels we can put on temporarily until we find the wheels that we really want to run. So, are you CPs? So right now it's 4-lug, obviously. The 8.8 I'm getting is 4-lug, but for there's a couple different ways I could put 5-lug axles in it, but it might just be easier to get new ones because they're not that expensive. So 5-lug swap it. That'll probably be the first thing that happens. That way we can get a good set of tires on this thing, because these Walmart tires that's on it above 70 or no. All right, well, we had to swap phones because mine's being a turd.
There's a new one on the way.
Literally
So.
getting a new phone tomorrow in the mail. So 5-lug swap, first thing. That can be done relatively soon. I'm pretty sure the 8.8 we're getting is a posi track, so that's good. But then what all I was going to get to earlier is the day we found out what we were having, we did like an early gender result thing, and the day we got the email, we went over to Rockport, Indiana, or no, Rio technically, and I traded 2 of my 302 intakes for one 351 Windsor intake, and it is an Edelbrock RPM air gap. And if you want basically the best horsepower and torque intake, that's the one. So unless you're getting crazy, but so the plan is, granted this ain't gonna happen soon, but eventually, is a 351 Windsor. Alright, don't wave. Go straight to hell. 351 Windsor and a 5-speed, a manual. Just because putting an automatic in these sucks, because trying to hook the linkage up around long tube headers or anything is a nightmare. And the only automatic transmission option is an AOD, unless I wanted to put a 470W in it, which is a good transmission. But then you gotta buy a controller, and it gets crazy. I did this with the big block, and I know what not to do. So, like, the big block and orange truck, it gets really expensive. By the time you buy a controller, rebuild the trans, and then you fight the trans, and then you buy a torque converter, We did all this before. So
You ain't doing it again.
yeah, so we're on manual, and I want to get it on camera. You saying that you're okay with it being a manual,
I'm okay with it being a manual.
because I don't want the time to come and her say, "Well, I don't want to drive it."
Well, I suck at driving manuals as well.
Well, you just gotta learn how.
Yeah,
So
well, hey, we've been together 6 years now. Almost 6 years.
yeah.
And you've taught me how many times to drive a manual, and I still can't drive a manual. So,
Well, we've only like tried like a handful of times, if we're being honest.
I know, and then it doesn't turn out very good.
Well, like I said, I put a good clutch in it. It's got some good gearing, and it'll be really easy to drive. Especially with a hydraulic clutch. I mean, those are real easy to push with your foot. So, and I really want a manual in the family. That way, when the kids get older, we have something manual that they can learn how to drive a stick shift in. Oh. So that's the plan. Now, I've got some researching to do about what I want to do with a 351 Windsor. I've actively been looking at what heads and stuff I want to run, and I think I've got it narrowed down, but yeah, the 5-speed, we probably could run a T5 behind it, and it would live for a little bit, but I really want to just put a TKX behind it, so. Huh? She made it?
You get tired
What
of
is she
driving?
doing? She's.
Are you getting tired of driving?
Alright, let's pull in half. So, that's the plan. There's some really awesome companies that I talked to at Ford Fest that are interested in helping out with the Fairmont build. So, I think, alright, no, we can make this thing really cool. And, I mean, I think it's already cool. But make it way cooler. What do you think?
Do you like this car?
Whose car is this? Is this Mama's car?
No, whose car is
Whose
it?
car is it? Is it Maiden's? Is it Mason's car?
Or is it Daddy's car?
Whose car? What do you say?
Car.
Whose car? Whose?
But whose is it?
Is it Maiden's car or Mama's car? Or-
Oh, you want to get out?
okay. All right. Well, you shut up. That buzzer kills me. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing next. Might be tearing into the 8.8. I don't know. We'll see. But because I didn't even plan on doing this, it's just I was doing it and I was like, well, I'll show it, because I had to really use my brain to figure out that middle speaker setup and figuring out the retro sound radio. So thanks for watching.